times we'll see a Pinterest perfect room, or we'll see an Instagram perfect picture of a room, and we'll notice that part of the zest of that room is the greenery that's in the room. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about some house plants that you can use that are not only beneficial for that picture perfect room, but they're also beneficial to have a healthy home. There's nothing better than a nice floral arrangement to go on our table, or to go on an end table, or even to go on a fireplace mantle. Oh. The idea is whenever you use fake plants, they do nothing but collect dust. They don't really serve you at all. A lot of times the aesthetic is there because it is a pretty picture to look at, or a pretty pot of plants to look at, but as far as actually giving value, they don't. But live plants actually can bring value into your home. So I'm going to talk to you about some plants that may not be that fresh bouquet that you bring in the springtime, or it may not be the Valentine's Day flowers that you place on the center of your table. But they are good plants for air purification, as well as being able to beautify a space in your home. I'm not saying that you have to go all jungle home like our parents did in the 80s. Let's talk about some of the plants that you can have in your homes that are easy to maintain, but they also provide those benefits such as air purification, and they provide clean oxygen to your home. The first plant that I want to talk about today is called a bird's nest fern. Now, a bird's nest fern is not like your traditional fern. This particular fern actually thrives in a moist environment and would do very well in your bathroom. You can place this in the bathroom, and because of the humid nature in the bathroom, this is the perfect environment for this plant. Also, this plant actually removes toxins from the air that are found in hairspray and nail polish and other items that you would actually keep in your bathroom. So this is an added benefit for using a bird's nest fern. The second plant that I would like to share with you all is called a peace lily. Now, a peace lily is often found at Easter. So whenever you go out shopping for your Easter plants, you'll see the peace lily is one of those Easter plants. I guess lilies, Easter, I don't know. But the peace lily actually gives off oxygen at night. So this is a good plant to have in your bedroom. At night, while you're sleeping, it is always good to have a good breath of fresh air. So I would bring the peace lily into your bedroom. This plant thrives in an environment where it is bright but not full of sunlight, and it also enjoys moist soil. So this is the type of plant that if you have a planter that's close to a window, you can put it right there close to a window, but it doesn't have to be on a window sill in order to get full sunlight. The next plant that is not just beautiful in the home, but it is also very beneficial is the aloe vera plant. Now, you can have a black thumb and it still probably cannot kill an aloe vera plant. As you know, aloe vera plants have very good properties for antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. I have used aloe vera plants for everything from burns to skin to hair care. And so an aloe vera plant is actually a very beneficial plant to have in your home just for all of the many uses. If you live in an area where you find it very hard to find aloe vera plants, I know for myself, I often find them at Whole Foods. When the springtime comes, you can go into Whole Foods and they will have a lot of these smaller aloe vera plants just ready for purchase. One of the things that I like about the aloe vera plant is, although it does need a lot of sunlight, so I tend to keep it in my kitchen window, the soil can be dry. So it thrives in an environment where, hey, if you do not remember to water this plant every other day, it's okay, because this particular plant thrives with dry soil. The next plant that I want to talk to you about is the philodendron green. Now, when I was growing up, this was one of my mom's favorite plants. I remember times whenever the plant would actually grow out. This is the plant that she would keep in that macrame pot hanger. And as the plant would grow out, she would cut it at what I would call the knuckles. It wasn't knuckles, it just looked like knuckles to me. But she would cut the plant, she would take a small piece, she would place it in a mason jar, she would give it to a friend. You could actually see the plant when she would cut it begin to root in the water in the mason jar, and then she would give it to friends. And so this was a plant that was very easy to keep alive, as well as easy to create smaller plants in order to give to friends. So this is one that I definitely believe that everybody should have in their home because of the beauty of the plant. Now, this plant, it has the same air purification qualities that the other plants have, but just not as many. This particular plant is known mainly for removing formaldehyde from the air. Okay, so just like the previous plant we talked about, the next plant that I want to talk about is the spider plant. Now, the spider plant is probably one of my favorite, simply because, again, this is another plant from my childhood. This is another plant that my mom always kept in the hanging pots that was easy to cut off at, again, what I would call the knuckles, and then place into some water in order to create like little spiderettes in order to give to friends. Another thing that I like about the spider plant is it is actually one of the strongest air purification plants that there is. Also, this plant likes bright light. So this is one that's beautiful hung in in a window, and it's also good if you have a sunroom in your home to hang this plant in the sunroom because of its vine-like qualities, kind of like the philodendron that we talked about before. The spider plant actually enjoys bright light. So again, this is a plant that you want to have in front of a window, and it does enjoy moist soil. So this is one that you'll have to remember to water more often. Okay, so I just want to tell you about some of the toxins that these plants are known to remove from the air, which include benzene, xylene, formaldehyde, ammonia, trichloroethylene. Many of the toxins that I just named may not be toxins that you're familiar with, but they are toxins that come from items that you use within your household. Whether it's a cleaner that you use, a hair product that you use, or even some of the beauty products that you use, all of these things put toxins into the air. A lot of times, because we use central heat and air, we don't think about just simply opening up windows in order to let a lot of these toxins out. Whenever we're letting a lot of these toxins out because of air pollution with cars and machinery and things of that nature, we're also letting air toxins in. So having plants in your home in order to help purify the air that's in your home is actually a very good way to use plants to have a healthy home. If you're using plants for decor, why not just add another simple step in saying, I'm going to have my plants for decor, as well as having my plants for environmental reasons as well. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and be sure to come back to spend your weekends with Winnie. Bye!